Are you making this one simple mistake that could secretly harm your heart? Poor sleep isn't just an inconvenience, it could be putting your health in serious danger. Learn how small changes tonight could save your heart. Have you ever woken up feeling drained even after what seemed like a full night's sleep? For many older adults, this is a common experience, but it's not always just a natural part of aging. Sleep problems like waking up multiple times at night, struggling to fall asleep, or even oversleeping can signal deeper health issues that often go unnoticed. Take, for example, someone in their late 60s who wakes up every couple of hours, never quite reaching the deeper stages of sleep. To make up for it, they nap during the day, but even after a 2-hour nap, they still feel groggy and fatigued. This fragmented sleep interrupts the body's natural repair process, like a car that goes into the shop but never gets the full tune-up it needs. Sleep is when the body heals tissues, consolidates memories, and regulates inflammation. Without these critical processes, the consequences go beyond tiredness, affecting heart health, cognitive function, and overall resilience to illness. This disruption in sleep stages not only leaves you tired, but also impacts your heart health by preventing your blood pressure from lowering at night. Over time, this can increase the risk of cardiovascular disease. Mount Sinai's research highlights several factors that contribute to fragmented sleep as we age. For instance, our internal clocks shift, altering when and how deeply we sleep. Chronic conditions like arthritis or diabetes can exacerbate the problem, while medications for issues like high blood pressure or allergies often interfere with sleep cycles. And then there's nocturia, the frequent urge to urinate at night, which is one of the most common culprits for sleep disturbances in older adults. Insomnia, another widespread issue among seniors, makes it difficult to fall or stay asleep. Chronic pain can keep someone tossing and turning, searching for a comfortable position. Anxiety or depression, which often increase with age, can make the mind race at night when it should be winding down. Even seemingly harmless habits like relying on caffeine to combat fatigue or having a drink to relax in the evening can backfire, worsening sleep problems. The effects of insomnia extend far beyond just feeling tired. Without deep restorative sleep, the heart bears the brunt of the strain. Blood pressure fails to dip as it should at night, increasing the risk of heart disease. Inflammation levels rise, silently damaging the body over time and making you more susceptible to conditions like stroke or heart failure. Oversleeping, on the other hand, isn't the solution either. While it might seem like the body is trying to catch up, excessive sleep often signals poor quality rest. It's a sign that the body isn't completing the necessary cycles of sleep, which can be linked to underlying issues like sleep apnea or chronic fatigue syndrome. This throws off the body's internal rhythms, further impacting heart health and overall well-being. So, what does all this mean? Poor sleep isn't just about feeling tired, it's about the barriers preventing your body from fully recovering. Think of it this way. If your sleep is constantly interrupted, it's like a car engine that's turned off before the mechanics can finish their work. For older adults, this can lead to a cascade of issues, from hormonal imbalances to weakened immune function. The good news is that these problems aren't inevitable. Poor sleep doesn't have to be a permanent part of aging. By identifying and addressing the root causes, whether it's chronic pain, depression, or even something as simple as adjusting a medication schedule, you can make meaningful improvements. The first step is recognizing that undefined daytime fatigue might not just be a result of staying up late, but rather a deeper issue that needs attention. Understanding sleep science shows that even as we age, it's possible to maintain a balanced sleep cycle. It's not about achieving perfection, but about consistency. Deep sleep, REM sleep, and light sleep all have their roles, and getting the right proportions is key. Mount Sinai's findings offer hope. With the right strategies and treatments, older adults can achieve restorative sleep and improve their overall quality of life. So where do we go from here? Once we understand how common and misunderstood these sleep problems are, the next question becomes, what's the cost of ignoring them? Because it's not just about disturbed nights, it's your entire well-being at stake. What if the way you sleep was quietly working against your heart? Many people assume that sleep is all about how much rest you get, but new research shows that the right amount and pattern of sleep play a vital role in heart health. When this balance is disrupted, it can take a heavier toll on your body than you might realize. Let's break down the science behind how too much or too little sleep can significantly impact your heart, especially as you age. According to the Journal of the American Heart Association, adults over 60 who sleep less than 7 hours are 14 more likely to develop heart-related diseases, while those sleeping more than 10 hours face a 10% higher risk. Sleep that consistently falls outside the 7 to 9 hour range isn't just inconvenient, it places measurable strain on your cardiovascular system. These numbers aren't abstract, they reflect how even small imbalances in sleep can quietly undermine your health. Imagine a 70-year-old who struggles to get more than 5 hours of sleep each night. They wake up feeling perpetually drained, relying on coffee just to make it through the day. Even simple tasks like grocery shopping or taking a walk feel overwhelming. Beneath the surface, their body is stuck in a state of stress. Chronic sleep deprivation ramps up inflammation and prevents the heart from getting the nightly recovery it needs. This lack of rest also disrupts the natural process that allows blood vessels to relax during sleep, leading to higher blood pressure over time. It's like running a machine non-stop without giving it time for maintenance. The wear and tear eventually take a toll. On the flip side, sleeping more than 10 hours per night might seem like a luxury, but it can also harm your heart. Oversleeping is often a sign of poor quality nighttime rest, leaving people lethargic and unmotivated even after long hours in bed. This isn't restorative sleep, it's an indicator that something is off. Excessive sleep throws off internal rhythms and increases inflammation in ways similar to sleep deprivation. The body isn't designed for prolonged inactivity, and over time, this can quietly raise cardiovascular risks. Why does sleep duration have such a profound effect on heart health? It comes down to how sleep regulates critical processes in the body. During sleep, blood pressure naturally dips, a process known as nocturnal dipping. This gives the heart and blood vessels a chance to recover, reducing overall strain. When sleep is too short or disrupted, this dipping process doesn't happen properly, leaving the heart in a heightened state of stress. Similarly, insufficient sleep increases inflammation, a key contributor to heart disease. On the other hand, excessive sleep often leads to lower activity levels during the day, compounding the same risks. Restfulness isn't just about hours in bed, it's about the quality of sleep. Older adults who consistently get 7 to 9 hours of sleep have the lowest risk of heart problems because their bodies move through all the essential sleep stages: light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep. Each stage plays a role in recovery, from repairing tissues to processing memories, and when these cycles are disrupted, the body misses out on vital restoration. Let's revisit that a 70-year-old who only manages 5 hours of sleep each night. Beyond their constant exhaustion, their body is silently accumulating long-term damage. Deep sleep, a phase critical for reducing inflammation, becomes increasingly scarce. Over time, this can raise their risk of heart attacks or strokes, even if they feel otherwise healthy. Meanwhile, those who oversleep often experience fragmented sleep cycles, leaving them feeling sluggish and less motivated to stay active during the day. This reduced activity adds further strain on the heart. The good news is that small changes can make a big difference. Sleep experts like Wiley Shue from the Karolinska Institute emphasize the importance of maintaining consistent sleep habits. Keeping sleep within the 7 to 9 hour range and avoiding habits that lead to over or undersleeping can create a ripple effect for better heart health. As compelling as this research is, there's another factor that might be quietly contributing to poor sleep and heart strain: napping. Short naps can feel refreshing, but what happens when they stretch past 30 minutes? How do these midday naps interact with your nighttime sleep? We'll explore this surprising connection next. Is an afternoon nap as harmless as it seems? For many seniors, napping is a regular part of life. Whether it's meant to make up for a restless night or to recharge for the rest of the day, it's often seen as a natural or even healthy choice. but the length of your nap and how often you nap might have a significant impact on your heart health. The trend of napping has grown among older adults, and it's easy to understand why. As sleep patterns change with age, many seniors struggle to stay asleep for a full night, leaving them feeling drained and eager for rest during the day. Taking a nap seems like the obvious solution, right? On the surface, it might even feel restorative, but studies, including one published in the Journal of the American Heart Association, suggest it's more complicated. This research, which tracked the sleep habits of over 12,000 seniors, uncovered a strong link between napping, especially naps longer than 30 minutes, and an increased risk of cardiovascular disease. Take, for example, a senior named Evelyn, who began taking hour-long naps every afternoon to combat fatigue. At first, she felt better, but over time, she noticed trouble falling asleep at night and waking up groggy after her naps. Eventually, her doctor identified her napping routine as a contributing factor to her rising blood pressure and inflammation. Margaret's story highlights how something as seemingly harmless as a nap can gradually impact heart health. Imagine someone who naps for over an hour every afternoon. They might wake up groggy and disoriented, thinking it's just a natural reaction to being older or to catching up on missed sleep at night. But that lengthy nap could be disrupting their entire sleep-wake cycle, making it harder for their body to regulate itself later. Long naps interfere with nighttime sleep quality by pushing the body out of its normal rhythm. If you've ever taken a late nap and found yourself wide awake at bedtime, you've experienced a smaller version of this effect. What makes napping such a concern for seniors' heart health? According to the JAMA study, naps under 30 minutes carry an 11% higher risk of developing cardiovascular disease. While this shorter duration isn't as harmful as longer naps, it still points to potential strain on your body when daytime naps become part of a daily routine. But when naps stretch beyond 30 minutes, the risk jumps dramatically to 23%. In practical terms, that means what feels like a quick rest could actually increase strain on your heart over time. Not only does this disrupt the sleep-wake cycle, but it also contributes to higher inflammation levels, a direct factor in the development of heart disease. There are scientific reasons behind these outcomes. When you nap for longer than 30 minutes, your body begins entering deeper stages of sleep, which is harder to wake from. This creates what's known as sleep inertia, the groggy, disoriented feeling you may experience right after waking. Think of it like trying to start a car engine that's been sitting idle for too long. It takes extra effort to get going, and the process leaves you feeling sluggish. Sleep inertia can worsen fatigue and interfere with the hormonal and metabolic systems needed to regulate sleep at night. Additionally, those deeper naps mean your body has already started going through processes it's supposed to save for nighttime sleep, which can confuse your natural rhythms. But what about short naps? Are they the answer for seniors who feel exhausted by mid-afternoon? While the risk remains lower for naps under 30 minutes, the JAMA study still revealed an 11% increased risk of cardiovascular issues compared to individuals who don't nap. This means even brief naps should be approached mindfully. They may provide some temporary energy, but shouldn't be treated as a substitute for high-quality nighttime sleep. The consistency of your sleep, both in duration and timing, is far more crucial to maintaining heart health. Let's focus on a more relatable scenario. Picture someone in their late 60s who finds themselves napping every afternoon for 20 to 30 minutes after lunch, thinking it's recharging them for the rest of the day. While they feel a burst of energy afterward, they also notice they've started having difficulty falling asleep at night. Instead of reaching deep, restorative sleep, they now wake up multiple times or lie awake for long periods. Without realizing it, their naps are disrupting their nighttime schedule and stacking the odds against their body's natural recovery processes. Over weeks or months, this pattern can chip away at heart health, contributing to issues like high blood pressure and increased inflammation. Understanding these risks is the first step. Next, let's explore how to manage your naps effectively. The key is moderation. If you need to nap, limiting yourself to 20 minutes can minimize the negative effects while still giving your body a brief moment to rest. Setting a timer can be helpful to ensure you don't accidentally oversleep and slide into sleep stages that will leave you feeling groggy. Napping earlier in the day rather than later in the afternoon or evening can also support your body's natural rhythms and reduce the risk of disturbing nighttime sleep. For seniors, balance is the name of the game when it comes to sleep. While short naps aren't entirely risk-free, they're far preferable to long ones when used sparingly and in combination with a consistent nighttime routine. This consistency is what allows your body to achieve restorative rest during the night, which, in turn, helps regulate heart health, inflammation, and energy levels throughout your waking hours. What if better sleep was just a few simple changes away? Susan, a senior who had struggled with unrefreshing sleep for years, once thought her constant fatigue was just a part of aging. She blamed her age and accepted feeling tired as normal. But small, intentional changes transformed her nights and her days. Susan replaced her bright bedside lamp with a dimmer, warmer light, established a consistent bedtime routine, and swapped her habit of scrolling on her phone for reading a calming book instead. She even cut back on her afternoon coffee. Almost immediately, she noticed she could fall asleep faster, wake up more refreshed, and enjoy her mornings without the usual grogginess. These changes didn't just improve her sleep, they gave her the energy to reconnect with friends, take up gardening again, and feel more present in her relationships. Susan's story shows that better sleep isn't out of reach. It can start with just a few adjustments. As we age, sleep can often feel like a moving target. Chronic illnesses, medications, and everyday stressors frequently interfere with sleep quality, leaving the body unable to fully recharge overnight. Conditions like arthritis or diabetes may cause discomfort, while Alzheimer's or depression can disrupt the brain's ability to transition smoothly into deep sleep. Nocturia, the frequent need to use the bathroom at night, further interrupts rest. These challenges often lead people to believe poor sleep is inevitable. However, with the right strategies, you can manage these issues and achieve better sleep. The foundation of good sleep begins with creating the right environment. Your bedroom should feel like a sanctuary for rest. Start by keeping it dark, quiet, and cool. Darkness signals the brain to release melatonin, a hormone that regulates sleep. If light sensitivity is an issue, blackout curtains or a sleep mask can help. A quiet space minimizes disturbances, but if silence isn't possible, a white noise machine or fan can provide a calming background sound. Temperature also plays a critical role. Keeping the room between 60 to 67 degrees promotes optimal conditions for restorative sleep. Equally important is preparing your mind and body for rest with a consistent pre-bedtime routine. This routine should include calm, low-energy activities that signal to your body it's time to wind down. For example, taking a warm bath can relax your muscles and naturally lower your body temperature, making you feel sleepy. Reading a physical book, journaling, or listening to soothing music are excellent alternatives to screen-based activities that emit blue light, which interferes with melatonin production. If stress or racing thoughts keep you awake, consider light meditation or guided breathing exercises. Apps like Calm or Headspace offer simple, effective tools to quiet your mind and ease tension before bed. Maintaining a consistent sleep schedule is another pillar of good sleep hygiene. Your body's internal clock or circadian rhythm thrives on regularity. Going to bed and waking up at the same times every day, even on weekends, helps train your body to follow a natural rhythm. If your current schedule is irregular, make gradual changes by adjusting your bedtime or wake-up time by 15 minutes every few days until you reach your desired routine. Daytime choices also play a significant role in nighttime rest. Two major culprits that disrupt sleep are caffeine and alcohol. While that afternoon coffee may feel essential, caffeine can linger in your system for hours, making it harder to fall asleep later. It's best to avoid caffeine at least 3 to 4 hours before bedtime. Alcohol, on the other hand, might initially make you feel drowsy but disrupts deeper stages of sleep, leaving you groggy and unrested. Limiting alcohol in the evening and staying hydrated throughout the day can significantly improve sleep quality. For those who struggle with stress or anxiety, addressing mental health is essential for better rest. Mindfulness exercises, even for just 5 or 10 minutes, can promote a sense of calm that helps you drift off to sleep more easily. For ongoing issues like anxiety or depression, seeking therapy, or exploring cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, CBTI can provide long-term solutions. Research supports the effectiveness of these strategies. Studies from Harvard Pilgrim highlight that optimizing your bedroom environment and sticking to a consistent sleep schedule are two of the most impactful ways to achieve restorative sleep. Similarly, the American Academy of Sleep Medicine emphasizes the importance of avoiding stimulants and managing stress to improve sleep quality. These findings remind us that improving sleep isn't about dramatic overhauls, it's about integrating small evidence-based changes into your daily routine. By following these strategies, you're doing more than just improving your rest. You're giving your body the chance to heal, your mind the clarity to focus, and your heart the relief it needs to function at its best. Like Susan, you may find that better sleep doesn't just improve your nights, it transforms your days, relationships, and overall quality of life. So, what's the ultimate payoff of getting your sleep on track? Let's unpack that next. Imagine waking up after a full night of uninterrupted sleep, feeling refreshed, clear-headed, and ready to start the day. For many seniors, this kind of rest feels out of reach, but consistently sleeping 7 to 9 hours is more than just waking up energized. It's the foundation for better heart health, sharper brain function, and an improved mood. Yet, poor sleep can wreak havoc on your well-being, increasing risks for cardiovascular issues, cognitive decline, and even emotional struggles. Not getting enough rest or sleeping too much has serious implications. Research from the Journal of the American Heart Association shows that sleeping fewer than 7 hours increases cardiovascular risk by 14%, while sleeping more than 10 hours raises it by 10%. These patterns disrupt the body's natural recovery processes, leaving the heart vulnerable to long-term damage. Balanced sleep is essential for giving your cardiovascular system the nightly reset it needs to stay healthy. But the risks don't stop there. Poor sleep can also take a significant toll on the brain. Chronic sleep disruption has been linked to issues like memory loss, disorientation, and low mood. Studies from Harvard Medical School reveal that older adults who sleep fewer than 5 hours per night are twice as likely to develop dementia compared to those who achieve 6 to 8 hours. What starts as minor forgetfulness can snowball into more serious cognitive challenges over time. During sleep, the brain undergoes a fascinating process that's often compared to a stadium being cleaned after a big game. Just as workers sweep away debris to prepare for the next event, the brain clears out harmful proteins like beta amyloid, which is closely linked to Alzheimer's disease. Without enough sleep, this cleaning process is disrupted, allowing toxic buildups to accumulate and increase the risk of cognitive decline. Prioritizing quality sleep isn't just about feeling rested, it's about protecting your brain's long-term health. The benefits of restorative sleep are transformative. Consistently sleeping 7 to 9 hours a night can significantly reduce cardiovascular risks and improve overall health. Seniors who adopt healthier sleep habits often report noticeable improvements in energy, focus, and emotional well-being. For instance, consider Robert, a 68-year-old who struggled with forgetfulness and mental fog after years of poor sleep. By sticking to a regular bedtime and limiting screen time in the evenings, he began sleeping 7 hours consistently. Within weeks, Robert noticed he could recall details more easily, hold longer conversations, and even return to his favorite crossword puzzles. His improved sleep didn't just sharpen his mind, it gave him back his confidence and independence. In addition to cognitive benefits, quality sleep strengthens the immune system, enabling the body to fight off illnesses, repair tissues, and manage inflammation. This translates into healthier aging and a greater ability to stay active and independent. Seniors who make sleep a priority often find themselves with fewer sick days and more energy to enjoy their daily lives. Emotional well-being also gets a boost from better sleep. Research consistently shows that individuals who sleep well are less prone to mood swings, irritability, and symptoms of depression. Sleep supports the brain's ability to process emotions and regulate stress, which is especially important for older adults navigating life changes like retirement, health challenges, or family transitions. Better sleep provides the mental clarity and resilience needed to adapt to these shifts with greater ease. Improved sleep can also have a meaningful impact on relationships. With more energy and focus, you'll find it easier to engage in meaningful conversations, spend quality time with loved ones, and enjoy everyday moments. Imagine having the stamina to play with your grandchildren, take a spontaneous walk with your partner, or attend family gatherings without feeling drained. These small but powerful experiences become more frequent when sleep quality improves. The long-term benefits are just as compelling. By reducing the risks of heart disease, dementia, and chronic illnesses, maintaining a consistent sleep pattern is one of the simplest ways to protect your overall health. Over time, the impact of better sleep compounds, leading to sharper memory, stronger physical health, and an enhanced quality of life. Every night of quality sleep is an opportunity for your body and mind to reset, recover, and prepare for the day ahead. The best part? These rewards aren't far off. You'll start noticing them sooner than you think. Whether it's waking up with more energy, remembering things more clearly, or feeling like yourself again, better sleep is always within your control. By making small, intentional adjustments to your habits, you're building a stronger foundation for a healthier, happier life. Take that first step today and reclaim the transformative power of sleep. Good sleep is the backbone of healthy aging. By consistently getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night, you're protecting your heart, mind, and overall quality of life. Better sleep habits at night, like turning off screens earlier or sticking to a bedtime routine, are key to unlocking restorative rest. Start simple. Tonight, focus on one change you can commit to. Imagine waking up tomorrow with renewed energy, ready to enjoy your favorite activities with a healthier heart and sharper mind. Remember, taking control of your sleep is taking control of your health, and your future self will thank you. Thanks for watching and subscribing to our channel. And remember, the best of your healthy golden years are ahead of you. See you in the next video.